Hello friends, in this video we'll be discussing type 2 of large sample test. Till now we have covered type 1, that is test for single between means. So hope you remember, right? Let's move on to the next type, that is your type 2, test for difference between means. So as the name suggests, difference between means, that means there will be more than one means. So we'll see how to handle this situation. So this is the formula for Z, x1 bar minus x2 bar upon S, and obviously you know x1 bar is your mean of sample, and since it is x1, so let's say sample 1, and x2 bar is the mean of sample 2. S, here S is unknown. For finding S, this is the formula: root of sigma 1 square upon n1 plus sigma 2 square upon n2, and sigma 1 and sigma 2 are the standard deviation of populations. Now, as already told you in type 1 test for single mean, to remember null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis, if you remember, we have discussed in that type null hypothesis mu is equal to given, in alternate there were three options: not equal to, less and greater. The same way in this particular type you need to again remember this. So in case of null hypothesis, it is fixed irrespective of problem, mu1 equal to mu2 fixed. In alternate hypothesis, again three options: not equal to, less and greater, and again the same way we're going to find which option is to be chosen. So if it is not equal to, two-tailed, and if it is greater or equal, one-tailed, and LOS one-tailed test, two-tailed test value will remain same, that we have already discussed. So let us start with the problem based on this type. So let's list down the data given in the problem. The average marks scored by 32 boys. So boys and girls, these are the two things mentioned in the problem. 32 boys, so n1 is equal to 32. 36 girls, n2 is equal to 36. And the mean is 72. So boys mean is 72. Boys standard deviation, that is S1, is equal to 8. For girls, the average marks is 70. So to x2 bar is equal to 70. Standard deviation 6. S2 is equal to 6. LOS is 1%. Now, N1 32, N2 36, it is greater than 30, clearly implies it is large sample test. So first thing is very clear, the problem is of large sample test because the values are greater than 30. So one thing is clear. In large sample test, there are only two types. First is test for single mean, and the second one is test for difference between mean. Now we can clearly identify there are two means given in the problem. So that's it, the problem belongs to this particular type. So there is no confusion, right? So let us start solving the problem. So let us list down the data first. N1 equal to 32 is given in the problem. N2 is equal to 36, boys and girls, separate data. X1 bar is 72. X2 bar is 70. S1 is equal to 8. S2 is equal to 6. So this is the data given in the problem. One more thing is mentioned, LOS, that is 1%. So this is the data given in the problem. Let us start. Step number 1 is null hypothesis, that is your H0. Now, as we have discussed, in this particular type, irrespective of your problem, your null hypothesis will always remain mu1 equal to mu2. It is fixed. Irrespective of your problem, this is fixed. In alternate hypothesis, we have three options: not equal to, less and greater. So let us read the question again and try to identify whether it is not equal to, less and greater. So it is clearly mentioned in the problem, boys perform better than the girls. That means mu1 is greater than mu2, right? So let's move on with step number 3 is LOS, which is 1% mentioned, and this greater sign indicates which test? One-tailed test. Now this is an old story, we have discussed number of times. So 1%, one tail test, 1% will be cut down from one side. So you will be left with 49%, that is 0.49. So referring to Z table, you will get the value of Z alpha as 2.33. So this is your step number 3. Let's move on to the next step, step number 4, that is your calculation part. And the formula for Z is, now the formula will change. Obviously we have changed the type, so formula will be different. x1 bar minus x2 bar upon s. Here s is unknown. The formula for s is root of sigma 1 square upon n1 plus sigma 2 square upon n2. Again, we know in large sample test you can replace this sigma with s. Since in the problem sigma is not mentioned, s is the mention, so we need to take the alternate formula for this. So this is the formula. So let us first find s. So s is equal to root of s1 square, that is 8 square upon n1 plus 6 square upon n2. So after solving this, you will get the value of s as root 3. You can put everything in calculator and you will easily get the answer. So s is equal to root 3. Now we got the value of s. Now our aim is to get the value of z. So z formula is x1 bar minus x2 bar. So x1 bar we have is 72, x2 bar is 70 upon s. S is root 3. So if you put in the calci, you will get the answer as 1.154. So we are done with the fourth step. Now let's move on to the last step and the most important one, step number 5, that is your conclusion part. So let's conclude our story. Same thing, mod z less than z alpha, accept nh, reject ah, the same story. So let me check for this particular problem. Mod z, that is 1.154, is less than z alpha, that is 2.33. Therefore we're going to accept nh and reject ah. But what does this exactly mean with respect to problem? So let's go back to the problem, and in the problem it is asked, in null hypothesis mu1 equal to mu2, in alternate hypothesis mu1 is greater than mu2. We accepting null hypothesis, that means mu1 equal to mu2, we accepting it, that means we accepting both the means are equal, that means we accepting that both the performance are equal. So the question is, does boys perform better than the girls? We accepted both the performance are same, so therefore boys does not perform better than girls. That's it. Thank you.